It's been few weeks since that happened. Yes, the day where I got touched without my permission by my own husband. Not that only, but he also fucks some other women behind my back too, and now probably even after me knowing that. I've been feeling like shit, and his last words keep ringing in my ears. You can't give yourself to me. And you still want me to not go to other women. That's it. Mark my words. You'll be the one next time begging me to touch you and fuck you. And I will not. And so on. He didn't leave any way to ignore me and torture me with his silence. It's not like he talks to me on a daily basis or something, but even the 2 words he used to say to me, he don't. It's like I'm invisible to him. Just some routine full days, and in the end of the day, when it's finally time to sleep, he chooses to sleep on the couch, leaving me alone on the bed. I don't know what to do. Maybe it's true. If you know how to please your man, he will never cheat on you at the first place. So the one unloved person in me fell for it. Maybe it's just I want to feel loved at least once in my life. The love and care my step-parents couldn't give me. Maybe, just maybe, him? My actually rude husband. Shaking off those thoughts, I bit onto my bottom lip as I stared at the tortilla I'm making. Without realizing it's gonna burn anytime soon, oh shit, cursing under my breath, I turned it to the other side as I sigh in relief as it's not burn. Hey, at least not that much, okay. Biting on my bottom lip, I continued digging in my thoughts. Maybe if I gave myself to him, just maybe he wouldn't go to other women. It's so damn awkward to even look him in the face. How I'm gonna tell him to actually have me? I flinched hard as the main door opens and closes. Tilting my neck to side, I froze. As I was met up with a mind-blowing view. He walks in with a girl. Her arms are wrapped around his neck, while his face is still poker, yet I can see his red dark doe eyes. Probably drunk. She clings on to him. She is not the same as the one that was here last time. Her exposed cleavage disgusted me as her shirt dress is pulled up slightly, showing how much of a slut she is. My hands clutched tight into my clothes as I stood there, flaming yet hurt visible on my features. I bit my inner lips while I couldn't stop gazing at him. My heart raced few seconds more and it'll shatter into pieces. He walks inside with her as she mumbles to him something and giggles. While he kept quietly walked, his long hairs pushed back. What should I do? Stop him? And? Turning off the gas, I moved out of the kitchen as I spit my anger out. Taehyung, I called him out as he stopped on his track. The girl was quick enough to turn her head as her lips forms an O as she stared at me up and down. She removed her arm away from his neck as she frowns at me. Excuse us. Who are you? I ignored her as I stand there with my bursting heart staring at his back. He slowly pulls away from her as he turns around to me. My breath suddenly hitches in my throat as all the confidence in me vanished in seconds. His eyes roams in my body as his jaw clenched while he stares straight in my eyes with amusement and anger visible in them. We stood there just watching each other. I asked you, who are you? That girl again interfered as it got on my nerves. I'm not really type of a person who got jealous or annoyed easily, but here we go. His wife. I'm not talking to you sluts, so move away. Her mouth forms and gasps as she moved away from him while looks up at him. He looks straight to me as his one brow was now thrown up at me. It's not like I'm not shocked at my own words. I am. Sucking onto my breath, I continued staring at him back. And this time he broke the awkward silence.
Mind you tell, why did you stop us?
He tilts his head to side as he folds his arms, staring straight to me without breaking the eye contact. I stutter like an idiot in front of him. Come on. How dare she? Call me a slut. That girl yells while pointing at me offended as I frowned at her. Let's go, Mr. Tae. We can't waste our time, she mumbles as she intertwines her arm with his as I stared up at him with hurt. But he didn't show any reaction to it. Meanwhile, he continues.
Right, let's go.
He mumbles while staring at me as he turns around with her walking upstairs to our bedroom. Tears starts to fill up in my eyes as I bite onto my bottom lip, wondering what to do. The sudden anger and hurt mixes up as it turns to inflaming venom in my blood. Clutching into my fist, I ran towards our bedroom as I saw her closing the door. My blood boils and I banged open the door. What the fuck is wrong with you? I slapped her as she gasps as her hands holds her cheek. Get out, I yelled, for the first time with anger as she flinched, staring at me.
What are you doing?
Flinched too as I looked up to him with my teary eyes. His eyes digs into mine with anger. If I can kill, I would have been dead till yet. Poking his inner cheek with his tongue, he walked aggressively towards me as my heart felt sacred. If you were gonna slap me for slapping her. But he held her forearm as he pushed her out of our bedroom. I stood there slightly shaking while watching him. He closed the door with a loud thud, making me flinch. As he moves to me with flaming eyes as his hands grips my wrist deadly tight, making me hiss with pain while he drags me inside more. And once we are in the middle of our room, he leaves me with harshness, making me stumble forward.
What the hell is your problem? You are just jealous, nothing more.
He yells as I flinched while I stared up at him with tears slowly rolling down my eyes. I frown. What's my problem? My problem is him bringing another woman when I'm married to him. How dare he? Yanking my wrist off from his wrist, I slapped him. Yes, slapped him. He faced the other way. I trembled in anger and betrayal. He slowly turned his head towards me. I sniffed, and as the emotionally weak I am, I cried out, "You can have me, instead of other women. Don't do this to me."
You don't fucking remember my warning, do you? Don't do this crying, acting shit in front of me.
I collapsed my lips on his while the tears continued flowing down my cheeks as I closed my eyes shut tight. He looked taken aback with my sudden move, but he soon replied with aggressiveness. His big hands runs up and holds my arms hard enough to push me away, but I wrapped my arms around his neck, pulling him more closer as I moved closer in him. My body presses with his as his right hand left my arm and moves down to hold my hips as I slowly hold his shoulders, slightly dragging him towards the bed. His lips sucks harshly on mine as I let him do while his teeth captures my bottom lips as he bites it. I hissed with some pain and kept my eyes closed shut tight. Without realizing much, my legs hit the bed as I stumbled and falls down on the bed with him on top of me. As I opened my eyes slowly while his hands didn't move an inch from my waist. Kissing his lips softly, his eyes locks with mine, teary ones. His legs captures mine in between as his big body leans over mine. Weakly smiling in the kiss, I shamelessly moved my hands away from his shoulder to open my blouse as I threw open the buttons. He didn't move away from the kiss and watched my exposed cleavage and bra. I held his big hand in my small ones, which is holding onto my hip tightly like he is telling himself to not move them anywhere else. Pushing his hands up with mine, his hands was closer to my breasts when suddenly he pulls away from the kiss. Breathing heavily, we watched each other, my cheeks flushed red out of embarrassment and anger yet nervousness, while he looks like he finally realized what happened. Pulling his hands away from my figure, he rests them on the bed while he continued staring at me with clenching jaws.
You don't fucking know what you are doing, do you?
He mumbles through his gritted teeth. I crooked a small smile. I just don't want you to go to other women. Please. I whispered with my voice cracking in between as he bites his inner cheek.
I told you, you'll be begging me to touch you and I will not.
He whispered back as he straightened up on the bed and buttons up my blouse back, glaring daggers at me.
1 second you're slapping me as you should, and in the other you're kissing me?
He spoke looking confused yet angry.
You need to think what you really want. You're not some whore, you're my wife. You can hit me, slap me, but don't forget your worth. You do not need to fucking force yourself to warm my bed.
He spoke with gritted teeth as my eyes slowly widened. He stands up straight beside the bed.
I did not fucking sleep with anyone.
Understanding his words, I stared at him shocked. How fucking dumb I was. He breaks the eye contact and turns around. I straighten up too, watching his back with embarrassment. As he opened the door. Oh my god. Mr. Tae. I thought you forget about me. Her voice was cringe fully loud as I watched his back to listen to his reply, and he talked to that girl loud enough for me to listen.
Apologize to my wife for raising your voice and go back. It's not like we plan to do anything, so don't act like one. The money for your acting will be paid. Get the fuck out now.
The woman nods immediately. Her surah changed from the clingy, desperate girl to bowing down to me. I'm sorry, Mrs. Tae, it was all made up, she says, bowing to him lastly before turning around and walking away. Left in shock, I turn more embarrassed. He's right, I need to think what I really want. I should know my worth. But growing up in an environment like my parents, it's hard to do so. He closed the door as I sat on the bed watching his back, wondering what he'll do now. Turning around, his eyes are straight aimed to me as he walked towards the bathroom. Without uttering anything else, he went inside. It was all acting? He didn't bring her here to spend a night with her? Or just to watch my reaction? Or more like to make me know my worth? What should I do now?